Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.
Sporty FM 105.0 FM in Nairobi and of course 107.3 in Mombasa. Time now is 9 minutes after 11 o'clock. And remember, you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0733 222 105 and also call us on 0748 999 and of course 111. That is 0748 999 11. My name is Kwanya Joshua.
Yes, and of course this is Hilda Chepto. You can call me Chep, and it is Sporty FM KE on all social media platforms.
And you know, on this show, Thursdays are always for the Legends edition.
Yes. Kabisa.
Where we meet and speak, have conversations with legends. People who have done it before in different sports around this country.
Yes, yes.
And the first legend that has joined us today on the show is Henry Wanyoike.
Oh, we couldn't have a better guest to begin the Legends Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
Henry.
Yeah, good morning.
Karibu sana on Sporty FM.
I'm where?
Yes.
Thanks so much for the invitation. I really appreciate to be here.
Yes.
You know, when you talk about sports, that is where I belong in that world of sports. Because I talk sports, I eat sport, I do everything sports.
Sports is your life.
Yeah, sports is my life. Yeah.
So, where do we start? Where have you been?
I've been there.
Because we used to see you on the track, breaking the records. Then someone might be asking, after you did all that on track, where has Henry been?
You know what happened is that nowadays, I think even in the media, we don't show up more of athletics anymore like before. Now it's more of soccer, the Premier League, FA. That is what is happening nowadays. So for athletics, it's very true. You can see, you can watch. So, but I'm happy that I've been hosted here.
Yes.
So that we can be able to talk about athletics where I belong. And so I'm still there competing. Like now, next week I'll be traveling to Berlin, Germany, to do the Berlin Marathon. So I'm still there.
Yes.
Still competing. I've been competing and still defending my records.
Yes.
Yeah.
At this age, you're still running.
Yeah, the journey is not yet over. Not yet.
What then makes you to keep running at this age? Because maybe someone out there might be thinking, running iko na mwisho yake.
I have seen people even competing at the age of 80 or even more beyond. It depends on how you take care of yourself.
Yes.
It's all about discipline and determination. Yes. When you have determination and you know what you are doing, and you have you are disciplined, and you are not involved in drugs, in all those things which you can do, you can remove out of the career of the sports. So I think you can be able to be there for a longer time. No, maybe you cannot be able to compete like the way you are, like a young person. But when you doesn't have any injury, and you are you have discipline in the world of sports, then you can be there for a longer time than those people who end up in drugs or in those like cigarettes or beer. Yeah.
Yes, and Henry, I want us now to go to the beginning.
Yes.
Your journey. How did you start your journey? Who is Henry Wanyoike? For those people who don't know Henry Wanyoike, because we have now another generation of adults, young people who probably have just read about you, seen photos of you, but really don't know the story behind Henry Wanyoike. So kindly share with our audience.
Okay, Henry Wanyoike is one of the most celebrated athletes in this world, not only in Kenya, but the whole world.
Yes.
Henry Wanyoike has been able to beat all the odds despite my disability. I'm visually impaired, so I can say I have to run with a guide. And today, even though I lost my sight but not my vision, I have been able to beat 3 world records in 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters, even the full marathon for 2 kilometers. And also been able to get a chance in one of the most celebrated book, the Guinness World Book of Records, for what I've been able to achieve. I've been one sportsman of the year. The time it was started here in Kenya, 2004, was the first person to receive the award. and the Soy Award. Then from there, I've been in the Rural Sports Award in Lisbon, Portugal, and Barcelona, Spain.
Yes.
So I've been doing so well in the world of athletics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where then was Henry born, and how was his childhood as he was growing up?
Okay, Henry Wanyoike was born in Kiambu County,
Yes.
sub-county of Kabete, Gitaro Ward. That is where I was born, and I have been there for even up to date. This is where I was born, raised with my good side. I was born with my good side. So I went to normal primary school, Kajero Primary School. Then later I joined Kahuru High School, still in the same locality. And by that time I used to see very well. After high school, that is when I had a mouse stroke, which affected my optic nerves. Going to bed on 30th April 1995, and from 1st May 1995, have never been able to see with my sight, with my physical eyes, but I see with my heart. And that is why I'm able to do what I've been able to do. So I'm happy that though I lost my sight, I never gave up.
Yes.
Though in the beginning when I lost my sight, it wasn't easy for 3 years. And when I was a young boy, my dream was to become a national hero in the world in athletics. As you know, in Kenya we produce so many good athletes,
Yes.
and I was admiring to be one of them. And I started at the age of 12 when I was in grade 6, class 6, all the way class 7, 8, and even the high school. And in primary school, I used to go all the way to the provincial level. The time we used to have provincial levels,
Yes.
like the region. Today's there are regions.
Regional,
And,
yes.
regional. That is where I used to go. And I'm happy that even when I go back to that school, primary school, there are trophies and certificates I brought for that school. And even in the high school. In high school, I used to go all the way to the national levels. And this is in the 5,000 meters. And so I was very good in 5,000 meters. In fact, when I was a young boy, boys, those days they used to call me Kipchoge, the legend one, the older Kipchoge.
Keino.
Yeah, Kipchoge Keino. They used to
yes.
call me Kipchoge. So because the way when my name was mentioned, they knew that I had to win in 5,000 meters. Yeah.
And also now after, because you have said your dream was to be an athlete, and in that period you lost your sight. How was that different? Now, did it deter you? Did you feel discouraged to pursue being an athlete, or you saw it as a blessing in disguise?
Okay, in the beginning,
Yes.
it wasn't easy, and that is why it took me 3 years to accept that I have to live in that condition. It was so tough for me. I was in depression. I was in a great shock because I thought that is end of me. I do know that it was a turning point of me being a hero in this country. You know, like when you lose your sight or when you acquire disability when you are grown up, it's not like when you are born with. So it wasn't easy for me until the time I went for rehabilitation. In fact, that is when I came to accept myself. After losing my sight, I thought I would never participate in any sports activity because by that time the sports for people with disability, they are not well known. They were not published very well, enough publicity for that. And then they were not even like here in Kenya, it wasn't something which was known to many people. So when I lost my sight, I didn't know, even myself, I didn't know that there are sports for people with disability. When I went to Machakos Technical Institute for the Blind, that is when I came to realize, I went there so that I can be able to be dependent and be shown how to use the white cane and to run other independent living skills on how I can be able to survive on my own. That is the time after, and I was enrolled as a student there. It happened that I mentioned to the game sister that I used to be very good in athletics. And that is how now he brought up the story about one girl from America, how she was legally blind. And that is how we started to talk, and he engaged me in her story that she used to do very well in the Paralympics. There are something like not the Olympics but Paralympics.
Yes.
And then I had to ask him, how can you run without sight? But now he had to explain how it works with a guide. So I started slowly, but I was wondering, maybe the teacher maybe was making a joke. He want me to then have more injuries. No, you don't see where you are going, where you are stepping. It wasn't. I could not figure out how it can work. But now he explained to me. He gave me one of the students to run with me. And luckily enough, the games teacher, the deputy principal by that time, he used to do some exercise in the morning. So he used to come and pick me, go for some training in the morning, come back and take shower and go back now to the class. And that is how I started. So in the beginning, I fought many times. If you can check my heart, they are full of scars, even my legs. Because I used to get maybe somebody who doesn't understand that I can see. So when we are getting like closer to the speed bumps, sometimes we used to fall very many times. But the moment I joined that institution, that is where I came to realize that even people with disability, they can do great things. Because what I found in that institution, somebody without sight can be a good carpenter, somebody without sight can be a good knitter, somebody without sight can use computer. I came to ask myself, what about myself? If these people can do all this, that was how I came even to accept myself 100%. And so when I started to run, I accepted myself, and I have to live in that condition without sight, because after going to many hospitals in Kenya, it was all in vain. All the doctors I met by that time, they told me there is nothing they can do to reverse my nerve, my sight again. So I had to now to learn how to deal with it and how to live in that condition. And when I accepted myself, that is the time now I started to do very well. I started very easy with the games teacher and some of the students with a lot of injuries. But now when I started, the best thing with Henry after that is that one person who doesn't give up so easy. So I was falling down and dusting myself, continue with the journey. Always say that falling down is not your choice, but it's your choice to stay there. So that is the phrase which used to be in my mind, that I don't choose to fall down, but I can choose to stay there. So I had to fall down, even though with some injuries. That's myself. After the run, that is when I had to come and see this, and now to figure out where I was. Had some injuries. So that is how I started. And I remember we did a Olympic day run in Machakos. We were marking the Olympic day run in Machakos town. I did swear I won the 3-kilometer road race for people with disability. And that it really motivated me very much. Now winning a certificate and a T-shirt, I felt so good. So, and then that was in 1999. In the year 2000, we did the same run. And then there was qualification for Sydney Paralympics. So after that Olympic day run, I went to Nyayo National Stadium. And I did so where I qualified now to represent Kenya. And it was my first international assignment. So I went to Nyayo National Stadium. I qualified so where I joined the other team. And I was very happy that I was among 14 athletes to represent this country. So that is how I started the journey now to represent country from the year 2000. Going to Sydney, and my first attempt, it wasn't bad because I was able to beat to win a gold medal in the 5,000 meters, and I missed the world record with only 3 seconds. And I was very happy that that was the only gold medal we brought in Kenya, and for the Kenya and the whole of Africa. Now, it was very good for me. But you know what happened in Sydney? My guide was not able to do it very well. He was not feeling well by the time we were doing the race. But he did to his best, John Charo. I respect him because he pushed it to the end. And you know what happened before we started the race, there is that small introduction. And what happened, they said this is a Wanyoike Rendiri from Kenya, nothing else. But when they went to the other competitor, they said this is so Bo Matthews from UK. He's a European champion. He has done a good CV. To the others, good CV. But to me, it was
Henry was just from Kenya.
It was just from Kenya, and a very shallow introduction. I turned to my guide. I told him, next time we need a better introduction. And that is what happened. After 7 up, I had overlapped those champions. by the time we were doing the 12 lap, I had overlapped them twice. So when we did the race and we won the race, my guide was taken to the hospital for checkup, and then I was also taken for more checkup that I was maybe given the wrong classification, maybe had used some, have done the doping.
Yes.
So I had to go for other tests. You know, the whole world protested. How? This is a very new entry, and then he has come and do wonders. So they could not believe it.
Was that no improper introduction a motivation to you?
To me, it was a good. It didn't sound good because, you know, the stadium was full to the capacity, and then that shallow introduction. But to me, to the other side, it was good for me.
Did it push you now to go?
Now it really pushed me very hard so that I can have a better introduction next time.
Yes.
So it was a good. It was for them. They just mentioned because I don't know why they just decided to do it like that. Whether they did it so that I can be maybe feel bad, but to me, I took it positively, and I say next time I should get if I get another chance, I want a good introduction like what they have been introduced.
And from there, do you think now introductions changed?
In fact, after in Sydney, my medal did for 3 days. They could not issue my medal immediately because I had to go for more tests. And so I took my medal after 3 days. In fact, when I was receiving my medal, I was on a wheelchair because I had to do a lot of tests, and I had a very severe headache. I could not stand on my own, so I received my medal on a wheelchair. But I didn't. After receiving you need to see myself on the podium. It was a good feeling that now those people who discouraged me or who talked about Henry Wanyoike in 3.
Yes.
Now they were saying now the new Paralympic champion is Henry Wanyoike. Immediately after 3 days, now the story changes. And since then, and in fact, losing 3 seconds, to me, when we came back, it was also a good chance for me to train even harder. Because I knew now I have won. Now even I can become a world champion. These 3 seconds, I have to go back and win 3 seconds. And then what was going through my mind that, what I used to see when people have won, when they are coming back here, the way they were being received at the airport, going to the States, I had to receive some honors from the president. I was feeling good. Now I have to receive the same,
motivation.
Yeah, motivation with those mamas singing for you the music and with the flowers. I was feeling now it's my time to receive all those honors. Then we went to the State House, and I was given the honor of Golden Warrior. For Grand Warrior for bringing fame to this country and to the whole of Africa. So fantastic. 2 years later, I had to train very, very hard again. And I decided this time, I've never tried 10,000 meters. I have to do 10,000 meters and 5,000 meters and see how it can work.
Yes.
So we went to the World Championships in France. And in that 1 week, I did my best because I was able to beat 2 world records in 1 week in both 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. And
how was that experience?
It was good now going to the podium for 2 times. People, now the name was now changing to a better. Now the introduction was getting even more sweet. It was even getting better.
Yes.
So I did very well. And from there now becoming a world champion, I was feeling good. Now this is what I was dreaming to become. Though with the outside now, with outside, I was trying to become a world champion within my side, but now it happened now with outside.
Yes,
but I felt good because now the medal we bring to this country is very similar to what the others have brought us home.
Yes, and I'm curious, Henry, about especially your guide, those 3 relationships. Now, from the beginning, did you have the same guide throughout your career? Or at some point you changed, and that relationship, how does it work?
Okay, I'm happy that I have been able to enjoy running with different guides. My guide after our victory in Sydney, when we came back, he was still in Form 4. He was in a different school, but when he finished the school, in that 1 year, he got chance to go to France, and he got chance to serve in the force, military. So that is how I left John Chava. Then I took another guide, Weru. Joseph Vero,
Mhm.
and we started with him. And in fact, that is the person I went with him in France. He
Okay.
was able to help me to win these 2 world records.
Mhm.
Then when he came back, now he got another chance. He went to US to compete. Then he's living in US.
Yes.
From there, I got another guy called Joseph Kibuja. We
Mhm.
did some. I went with him in Canada, where we were able to beat those 2 world records again.
Mhm.
Then he was able to help me to beat those 2 one record in the 5,000 meters,
Mhm.
in 10,000 meters in Athens, Paralympics in Athens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the 5,000 meters was able to run with a guy from Michael Buchler from Austria. He was the best in the marathon, so he decided to run with me.
Mhm.
He told me he requested me to run with him,
Yes.
Yes.
and we did. He helped me to beat the world record to beat that world record once more in the 5,000 meters. Today I still had another guy called Paul Wanyoike,
Yes.
Mhm.
and then now I'm with Peter Njega, who is running with me currently.
Yes.
So I have different guys,
Different
and it
guys,
is good
yes.
because I help these guys to get, even for them, as they help me, they also
Mhm.
get exposure.
Yes.
Because most of these guys who have been helping me, until now can run on their own. They are doing things, and most of them, they have really benefited from me. So with that teamwork has
Mhm.
enabled me they have been able to lift me somewhere, maybe on my own I could not be able to be there. Even for me now, because of that helping hand,
Yes.
they have been able to be more exposed. They have been able to run on their own. They are doing very well. I'm happy.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I have a lot of respect with all these people who are these guides who are
Yes.
who have done it with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask on the guides, as Henry runs and wins the 5,000 meters, 10,000 meters, breaks these records, do the guides also get a medal when you win?
Before we didn't, they used to get a recognition certificate,
Mhm.
but after London Paralympics, that is when we started to receive 2 medals each. So if I win a good medal, even the guide can get a good medal. But before, it was just a certificate for recognition that he has he has helped so and so. That is how it used to be. But now I'm happy that now even the guides have been to get recognition. They always get that medal.
And let me ask, when you win, you win gold, you win silver, or you win bronze. Is
Yeah.
it gold, proper gold, or
It's not
It's
pure
coated.
gold. It's coated gold, so
Coated.
it is it's not very pure, but it is a good sign that you have been the best. You know, that is what you can receive in the world of sports.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like when you get the golden boot in soccer.
yes,
Mm.
But for this one, it is just a coated plate,
yes.
so it's not the pure gold.
Mm.
Yeah, but we do appreciate having gone to. Do you know that is like the highest we can ever go
Yes.
in athletics? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And I wanted to ask, you've shown, as you've given your story, you've shared your story with us now, you've shown that, and the entire world, that disability is not inability. How do you stay motivated then to keep others inspired?
Okay, when I won this medal, my first medal in Sydney, it was also a game changer to this country, because that is when most of the people now they came to there was good highlights about what we have done in Sydney.
Yes.
And because 2 weeks before there was no more Olympics, and they never shine like the way we shine in Sydney. So there was a lot of publicity in the media for the first time.
Yes.
Then coming back here, going to the States and receiving some honors from the state. That is when now many people came to keep asking, so there are sports for people with disability. That is now when the sport for the people with disability now came to the limelight.
Yes.
And then people came to understand about that. Even in the schools for where these children they started to have sports for the people with disability after my victory in Sydney. And up to date now, they are becoming more and more better and bigger. And have been going to schools where we have these schools where they have children with disability. I always go there for motivation. And then when we have all these sports for them, I always participate to go and support. You know, when my name is, they always mention about my name. When they're even in school books,
Yes.
there is, when they're talking about those people who have been able to be the odds, the heroes of this country, Hen Wanyoike is among those people who are in the books, school books. So like in grade 9, in grade 6.
Yes.
So even today they always keep reading about the Hen Wanyoike. And then I'm happy with the media. We have done a good job. We have been able to give enough publicity for sports for us.
Yes.
It's not like the way it used to be only for Olympics, World Championship, for others. But even for us, we are very happy. And that is why I'm here.
Absolutely.
So that we can be able to talk about what is happening. When you are not in the Olympics, you can also be in the Paralympics.
Yes.
And since then, I have seen young boys and girls coming the Paralympics, winning, and we have been doing so well. So I'm very happy now. This without the name Hen Wanyoike being there in the beginning, maybe could not have got all these champions who have come after me. So after I have that one medal in Sydney, because that was the only medal we brought in Kenya, and also another silver for another girl. So since then now you can see we have been doing so well.
Yes.
So you can see how people with disability have been very, very much motivated. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, legend Henry Wanyoike. We want to take a short break. When we come back, we want to have more of this conversation. And just read somewhere that you met your wife at a telephone booth. You'll tell us how that happened. And also, you had a stint as an MCA in the Kiambu County Assembly. We also want to know how that the political stint went, or if you still have, ambitions of getting into higher offices in the politics. Because politics is something that we shy away from, but it affects our lives. When we come back. Sporty FM, and remember Sporty FM, we are talking sports 24 hours 7 days a week. Time now is 19 minutes to 12 noon, and my name is Kwanya Joshua.
Yes, and of course this is Hilda Chepto. You can call me Chep, and it is Sporty FM KE on all social media platforms. And
on Thursdays we have on this show Legends Edition.
Yes.
And the first legend we are hosting on the show is Henry Wanyoike, who has shared some insights as when he started running, the inspirations along the way. And now someone might want to ask Henry, over the years, do you think in this country athletes or sports people at large are being appreciated the way it should be from government and even from the citizens themselves?
Okay, good question. What I can say, we do appreciate what the government has done to us.
Yes.
With the little they have done. At least there is something we get as part of appreciation. Most of the time, from the year 2000 up to date, we have been receiving like 1 million Kenya shillings when you win a medal, and then some allowances when you are in the camp and when you go to compete. So if you doesn't win a medal, you only end up with allowances. So what I can say as a sportsman, we still have a long way to go. It's only the other day I saw the president talking about adjustment of now, I think 2 million Kenya shillings, of which it is still not enough. You can imagine when this competition, it's only once, like after 4 years. When you do Olympics, it's after 4 years.
4 years.
When you do World Champions or Commonwealth, it's after 4 years. So you can imagine giving this person 2 million Kenya shillings, and this person has the glory has brought to this country, and this person has really, he has made Kenya well known in the abroad, all over the world. Kenya is well known because not because of anything else, because of the athletics. So you can imagine, even any country of this world, they know Kenya is somewhere in the map. When you mention other countries, they are not well known. They think they are like in Kenya, but when you mention the name Kenya, whatever, even if you're not an athlete, when you're outside there, they ask, are you an athlete? Are you a marathon runner? Because they have seen what the Kenyans have been doing in the world of athletics. So you can imagine having brought that glory to this country and putting it on the map. 2 million, I think it is not enough. When you go to other countries like Uganda, South Africa, other countries, when you win that medal, you become a hero. You get a lot of endorsement. You get a lot of support from the government, from the private sector. Everybody is very happy, and you are well known.
Yes.
And you get a lot of privileges. But here in Kenya, after that 2 million or 1 that million before, which has been there for all these years, that is ahead of you. They wait for you after 4 years. So you can say this is not enough. But I would have to encourage the government. It's a humble appeal even to the private sector to come on board and do something bigger for our heroes.
Yes.
And if you can check from the last Olympics and the other one,
Yes.
we have not been doing so well.
Yes.
Because there is not much motivation. People want to go and do their own marathons there.
Yes.
Because when you do it on your own, you get more reward. You get more rewards than when you run for the country.
For the
So
country.
that is where you see even people changing nationality.
Yeah, and
to
to
other
that point, by
countries,
the
yeah.
way, Henry,
Yeah.
on matters hiyo maneno ya nationality, because we have seen some of our athletes wanabadilisha hiyo nationality to other countries penye they are more appreciated as well. I don't know in kwa Paralympics pia, do we have those cases where some of the athletes pia wameamua kubadilisha nini ya nationality yao?
Okay, in Paralympics is quite different. Sports for people with disabilities not yet recognized worldwide.
Okay.
So it's not very easy to get to change your nationality. It's for the other people it's very easy, but for us it's a challenge. And I think it's like we are second citizen. We are not very well recognized. And when I'm training, it's somebody like me, when I have to run with a guide. I have to run. When you give me a pair of shoes, you have to give to the other guy, to my partner. Sometimes we are even not 2, we are 3, because you need like an extra guide. So you can see when you go to the government, they say, we only take 2 people, few people. That is why you see in the Paralympics, we said a very small delegation
Yes.
to compete, because nobody want to be involved in that. The budget is too big.
Yes.
So, but for the others, when you take one person, you can take like 40 guys to compete. But though we are taking a small delegation, we still do our best, and we bring many medals, even more than the normal Olympics.
Yes.
So I can say we need more support. And again, our training is quite different, because I cannot run on any other
Any
road.
surface.
Yeah, because the roads, some of them, they are very rough. They are not smooth, not conducive for us.
Yes.
Somebody with a wheelchair, you can imagine he or she cannot do it on the roads we have in Kenya.
Yes.
So this person must go to a stadium. And so that person need a special wheelchair, which is like buying a car. When for the crutches and for these, the calipers, they are quite expensive. So you can imagine, even if you give this person $1 million, if you end up going to buy this the stuff for the twinning at us.
Yes.
So it's like you are not help, and that is why you see people with disability, they after the competition, even if you give that one person that $1 million, it's never enough. It's never enough. It's very true. So, and I wish to appeal to the government and to the private sector, please, you should even do much. But you can see the determination we have, that confidence that with a disability can even do more than what many people cannot do. So we need even more support than any other person.
Yes. I just, we were talking before we came back on air, I was asking about medals, because many a times you hear citizens say that, oh, Henry won the gold medal. Maybe that gold medal came with money from France or from Sydney. Is that the case, that when you win a gold medal, you come back with money by winning it?
Okay, in our case, when you win in Paralympics, even if you win those medals, nothing comes with that medal. But for the other people who our counterparts who doesn't have a disability, when you beat the world records, they are entitled to they get awards, they get money. But for us, nothing. So it is very difficult. That is why you don't see people with disability anywhere else.
Yes.
Only after they compete, that's all.
Yes.
But for the people, when you see Kipchoge winning,
Yes.
he gets a lot of awards he gets a lot of recognition and awards.
Yes.
But for us,
No.
No, even I have these 3 world. Kipchoge only have 1.
Yes.
But you can see Kipchoge is more recognized than Wanyoike,
Than Henry.
who has 3 world records. But
Yes.
Kipchoge just 1 record,
Mm.
but he's more recognized. So you can see how tough it is. When you go to a marathon, Kipchoge will win. If it is like now this Berlin marathon which I'm going, I'll do the same kilometers for 2 kilometers.
Mm.
And in my category, even if I win, I'll get like you see, he'll get maybe like 3-5 million, but for me I'll only get like 250,000. You can see. You
So
can
there's a
consider-
huge
it is-
disparity.
huge disparity. So this you use this money for ticket.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can see it's we need to do something.
Let's now talk about the story I said before we went on break. You met your wife at a telephone booth. How did this happen, Henry?
Okay, what happened is that I was a very young person by that time. I think I was 26 years.
Yes.
When we came like 1 year later after Sydney Paralympics. I used to go to Nyayo National Stadium for training.
Yes.
And my guide was coming all the way from Machakos, John Charo. And so one day it happened that he came late. And I went to, there were telephone booths around Nyayo Stadium.
Yes.
So I went there and I found somebody making a photo. So I requested her to help me to dial the numbers.
Mm.
And before she agreed, we had now to have a conversation. Why should I help you? And I had to tell her that I don't see, so that is why I'm looking for a help. She decided to do it for me, and then I had to told her, please wait for me.
Yes.
Then I can explain to you on what we do and why I'm here. So then we had I invited her to come and see what we were doing in the stadium.
Yes.
So she came, and from there we started out to, like, she became now more interested with what we are doing, and that is how we started. And we became good friends. Yeah, and I invited her to come one day to my place, and from there, now we became. Now, if the relationship became more serious, and that is how I ended up having her as my wife.
The rest, as they say.
Yes,
Yeah.
and to that as well, what type of support has she given to you all these years?
You know, even for us, people with disability, we need people who love us, people who always take care of us.
Yeah.
And like sometimes we might have your spirit is so down, and that is why I strongly believe in teamwork. When we are so down, we need such people to come and encourage us, because sometimes there is a lot of people talking bad about us. Sometimes things are not going the way you want them to go. So we need people there. We have so many who discourage us, but when you have somebody at least have like the guides and the family, these are the people at least when you go there, they can give their shoulder to lean on, and they have great support. They have really supported me. So when I met her, I didn't have a world record, but after I met her, I have 3 world records.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's an inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
inspiration.
Now, Henry, I also read somewhere that if you can touch and know the skin complexion of someone, and also know whether that person is male or female, because someone might say, since you have you are blind, someone might say, you cannot know kama mimi ni kijana, mwanaume ama msichana. But I read somewhere that once you touch someone, you just tell his body complexion is, brown or dark. Is that true?
It is very true, because when you lose one sense, the other senses they complement each other.
Yes.
So they coordinate very well.
Yes.
So you develop another sense of touching, feeling.
Yes.
That feeling. So when you touch something, you can be able to know with your fingers that what is this. So when you touch, you can be able to know the right skin.
Yes.
Or you can be able to know this skin for a lady or for a man, because the skin for ladies, they are quite very soft. But for the men, it is a different texture. And then and also you can be able to know whether it is for a light person or dark person. It's very easy. Yeah.
Endi anajaribu kusema sisi tuko na skin
ngumu ngumu.
It is easy to differentiate.
Yes.
Yes.
And then what, like when I went to Machakos for rehabilitation,
Yes.
even I came to realize that even the smell, you know, for the fingerprints, they are never the same.
Yes.
Even the sweat
Yes.
is never the same. My sweat, your sweat is not the same.
Yes.
So even when we are doing the washing there, you could be able to know this is my clothes, this is my shirt, this is my trouser. It is very easy. So I can be able to differentiate my own clothes from other people because I know my sweat. Yeah, and if I'm used to be very close to you, I can also tell this is so and so clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the sweat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And are there stigmas that you've experienced because as an athlete who is visually impaired, have you experienced any stigmas in your journey of athletics?
Of course, like now when my first journey in Sydney, when I applied for my passport, it took like almost 2 months before I got my passport. And I got my passport just few days before we were traveling. I don't know what happened, so I applied the passport. I keep on following it at Nyao house.
Yeah.
And I remember one day they asked me, why do you keep coming here and where are you going? And you should let people who have sight or who doesn't have disability come and be here. Where do you want to go with your disability?
Unatusumbua.
Nina kama nawasumbua.
Sumbua, yes.
So I used to keep her, I'm going to compete for this country. And I know the same medal which I win is the same medal which the others can bring in this country.
Yes.
So that medal took me, that passport took me like 2 months. It happened I didn't know that the senior principal by that time used to keep on seeing me. And he came to me one day and asked me, why do you always come here? What do you need in this office? So I had to explain to him what happened, and I have been only given 2 days. If he doesn't have that passport, so he just came on time. He was like God sent, and so he took me to his office. He called those people in the office, he told me. In fact, he put me in the office and he gave me a cup of tea, and then he asked for that passport to be brought. He gave them 5 minutes. I need that passport. If it's not there, you should stop everything else. You bring this passport.
Yes.
In fact, they just brought the passport. They said it was just behind the door. It fall down, so we couldn't find it. But I got my passport,
Yes.
and I appreciate that man who really supported me. He just came in time. And then when we went to Sydney, after my victory, I came back and I went back to Nyao house. I had to take that medal to that 3 day. I told her this is the medal. Now you nilikuwa na kusuburia in this medal. So she was so sorry. And we became friends. And we became friends, and then that is the first encounter. Then to get people have been talking bad about us. Maybe like Henry has been cheating that he cannot see. It's like he want to get ile huruma. But you wonder why do I need mercy? And I have to wake up very early in the morning. I have to go for my training. In fact, the training I do, not many people can do that. And you see people talking, people keep on talking bad, that is, I just need a help from others. But to me, I have never gone to the sea to beg or to be either a domestic beggar. But you see the people keep on talking bad about the people with disability.
Yes.
You know, when you are clean and when you're able to do things on your own, they wonder how can you do these things. Even up to date, you wonder, this person must be cheating that he
Anajifanya.
Anajifanya.
Yes.
But lakini I always keep on telling, I wish I can give them this white cane for a day. Maybe they can understand better. Because you cannot cheat for all this. This year I celebrated my 30th year since I lost my sight. But I thank God that for what I have been able to achieve for these 30 years, it's incredible. It's a lot. I've been able to beat the odds, and I've been able to prove to the world that disability is not inability. Despite what people are talking about me, despite what people are saying, but to me, what I talk about, good things about myself,
Yes.
is very, very important
Yes,
to
and
me. Yeah.
something else we found out, and I think Kwanya mentioned as well, your political ambitions, because you did run, I think, for MCA for guitar. How was that experience? Na ni kitu yenye una plan pia in the future kujaribu tena?
I've been an MCA for Kiabu County. I was nominated
Yes.
MCA for Kiabu County when we started with the new constitution, and I was very lucky to get that opportunity to serve people of Kiambu. And I'm happy that for these 5 years I was able to bring change in the county. And up to date, I'm still very active. Like just the other day, I had a private sponsored bill for disability. And I'm happy last year it was signed as an act.
Yes.
Now we have Disability Act in Kiabu County. And so I'm still pushing many things to happen in my county, and not only my county, but the whole Kenya.
Yes.
So I've been advocating for inclusivity. I've been talking about people with disability need to be respected, and we need people to be treated equally. So this is what I've been fighting for. And not only for people with disability, but for everybody, because everybody has his own rights. For children, for the old people, and for everybody, even those people who doesn't have a disability. To have been, for those people who have disability, they already have acquired the disability. But for those who doesn't have, I keep on talking to them to support us, because it can happen to them. We are all great potential of acquiring disability. So when I was having the exploitation in Kiabu, I did a lot, and I'm happy for what we did. Then I stopped to fight for it, but last time I had tried, I was number 2 with everybody. I did to my best, but in policy there is no number 2. But I believe we are still pushing on. And I believe maybe in the next election in 2027, the future is bright.
Fantastic.
The future is bright.
Because again, you can't shy away from politics.
Yeah.
It's something that it affects our lives on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure. I want to have the good governance.
Yes.
So when we are there, we want to change the narrative
Advocate
we advocate for change. We need good leaders. What we need in Kenya is we need leaders, people who can be able to listen to the people who them in those offices.
Yes.
So that we can be able to change this country. And it's a nice country. I have been to many parts of the world. I've been to many countries, but Kenya is one of the best. It's one of the best. If we can be able to understand the resources we have, the environment, the climate is quite good. So if I will be given that opportunity to serve, not as a nominated, but an elected member, either an MP or MCA,
Yes.
I can show the people how to
Or
do
even the
things.
governor.
Or even the governor.
Yes.
Yeah, even the president of this country.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can bring this. If I can have been able to beat the in the world of sports, even now the other things is
Hata hii ni
very
kidogo.
easy. Hii ni kidogo
sana.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very easy to manage. Yeah.
You have, as we come to the tail end of our conversation, you have given one of your gold medals to a museum.
Yeah.
Why is this so?
When I won this, I have won many medals, and I decided it is good that I gave out one of my medals because I have so many medals, so that when they go there, they can see the medal somebody like me has won. And I feel good when I go there and see the medal is still there. Many people have been going to that museum, they see the medal.
Which museum is this?
It is the Athletics Museum of Kenya.
Okay.
It is there. And I feel good when I see there that, I'm one of the most celebrated. So when they see that medal, they can be able to rate me with what I have done and what I have been able to achieve.
Yes.
I've been an athlete whereby not many people can be the world record holder at the same time. But Henry Wanyoike without sight he has proved that it is possible. Nothing impossible to this world. And that is why up to date, I'm still competing. I'm maybe still wide up.
Yes.
Today I'm very happy that I've been given an opportunity to be the brand ambassador of Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. This was from the way the time we started in the year 2003 up to date. Have been their brand ambassador. So given that opportunity as person with a disability, it's a great honor. And we have done a lot. It's have been to me have been able to push like the saying is believing, now we have the future makers. And I really want to appreciate the Kenyans because they have been supporting me in a big way.
Yes.
It is coming soon on 26th of October.
Yes.
Yes.
And now this time I'm going, no, we are talking about Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. This time I'm going to represent one of product from Kenya, Eda shoe company. Is an Eda shoe. It has been produced in Kenya, and I want to go in there, show people outside there, even have things made out of in Kenya.
Yes.
So we need to promote our country. That is why I'm going there. They are sponsoring me to go and do a run for that with that shoe. We don't need to run with the shoes like I did. They don't belong to us. We want them to come and support our country.
Yes. And to add on that, some of the initiatives that you have done, because we know you have the Henry Wanyoike Foundation as well.
We have the Henry Wanyoike Foundation.
Can you tell us what the foundation is about?
When I won my Athens 2 medals, many people are coming to me. I didn't tell you that I was born in a village, in a slums, and there was a lot of challenges which I went through when I was growing up, and then I decided I should have a central thing where I can be able to have people can be able to come in an office, we can be able to help. So then my good friends who have been supporting me, people like Gideon Gashar, people like Eliud, and other people have supported me. And in this foundation, we have the objective. One is education, and whereby we are supporting education. And with education, we even have started a kindergarten. It has been there from the year 2007, whereby we want to give quality education. And those children have gone through this school kindergarten. They are doing so well. Our first product in education has gone to Strathmore University. He has done so. He finished with the first class honor in mathematics. So you can see this our product through education. And I have written a book, Henry Wanyoike Victor Despite Blindness. This a book is in English. It has also in German, in Dutch. So you can see I love education. Then I do a lot of school visits in Kenya and in abroad. In Kenya alone, I have been to more than 1,500 schools in Kenya for motivation, for inspiration to these young. I want them to be like Henry Wanyoike.
Yes.
So that is why I go to all these schools to support, to talk to what I have been able to achieve. Then I do about an environment. When we are running, we do very well when the environment is conducive. If the air is clean and it's good, we do very well. That is why I decided to be supporting the. I have been able to plant through the Henry Wanyoike for more than 100,000 trees in Kenya.
Yes.
Then what else I do? It's what I love most: supporting people with disability. So we have been supporting with wheelchairs, white canes, all these disability devices.
Yes.
And also I always partner at Kikuyu Hospital when I have people who are newly braided, or when I meet people who have acquired disability when they are grown up. I always go and share with them to show them it is possible. The journey must continue with disability. So this is what I've been doing through the Henry Wanyoike Foundation. And I really want to appreciate those people who have been supporting me to be where we are today. The journey has not been so easy, but I always feel good that I always have helping hands. People have been supporting me in a big way. And I feel good when I see that I can do something for this country. I keep on saying that, like one of the president in America asked the American that, what is that you can do to your country? You don't need to rely with your country. You need to do something for your country. We don't need to live talking bad and talking what has happened before. We can change this country in our small way. If there is something I can live to this for, when Henry Wanyoike will be no more there, what is that he will be remembered for? So that is why I always feel that if they can be able to leave not a mark, if not a mark, they can leave a scratch. That is good for me. Leaving a mark or a scratch.
Yes, and of course as well, if there are those people who want to support the foundation, how can they reach the foundation? Do you have a website or an email, ama kuna number mahali people want to give their support and donations? And
for those people who want to support the Henry Wanyoike Foundation, you can like the page of Henry Wanyoike Foundation. We are working on the website. It was there, and then don't know what it corrupt, but we are working on it. It will be there soon. But if you like the page of Henry Wanyoike Foundation, you can see what we are doing. You can follow us in the Instagram. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can under the name of Henry Wanyoike Foundation.
Yes.
You can also use the number for who is the person who is in the office. Gideon 0721249468, and also for those who want to get direct to me, it is 0722 269 664 0722 269 664, or for the number of Gideon is 0721 249468. You can be able to get to us, and you can any support for us. We always believe even 1 shilling, if it is well spent,
It's enough.
it's enough.
Yes.
We don't need millions. We
Yes.
just need 1 coin,
Absolutely.
1 shilling, and it can bring a very big difference.
Yes.
We want every day a difference every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Henry, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't love if you leave minus talking about doping. Doping is one thing that has really affected, your sport. That's athletics. And we've had some Kenyans being banned because of, issues to do with doping. What can you tell athletes when in regards to this menace called doping?
Okay, this is so sad. When you see Kenya is now people are it's on the red. It's on the red. When you see people talking about Kenya athletes now being caught because of doping, it doesn't sound good for us, because they are also tarnishing our name down. And we want to see, it's my good, to me, I would have to tell them, we need to train very, very hard. When you train hard and you are focused, you can be able to win very easily. You don't need to go for such substance. You just need to go there when you are clean. And, because we know most of the young people, they want quick money. And this quick money will end up, that is end of your career. Because when you are caught, that is out of your career. I've seen good athletes in Kenya. When they are caught, that is end of them. Even if you are suspended for 2 years, when you come back, nobody want to be identified with you.
Yes.
So I would have to encourage our upcoming and those who are there, those who are very active. Please let us train. We follow the what the coach what are telling to us, because for us we normally rely with our coaches. We normally rely from what the others have done.
Yes.
We want to see Kenya winning very clean.
Yes.
So I would love to see these people, because they are tarnishing our name, which we have built it for many years.
Yes.
This is the name. People have a lot of respect with Kenyans, but when you see the upcoming want to make quick money
Yes.
out of doping, it doesn't sound good. So I would love to encourage them to stop this habit.
Yeah.
They should stop it, because they are not doing. In fact, I can say when these people are they are caught, they should be apprehended, because they are tarnishing our name in a very negative way.
Yes.
So the government should take serious action when we have such cases, so that we don't encourage more to do this.
Yes.
And I think even the government, as we said before, government should take care of our athletes or our sportsmen, so that they don't go to such things, because they are doing this because they want money. So if the government can be able to do more, and the private sector, maybe they could not go for such things.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but
yeah.
I would have to encourage them to stop. Henry
Yes.
Wanyoike has been there, have won titles, and has never been used those substances.
Want it clean.
We have won it clean. They have tried, but
Yes.
many people have tried. They have left Henry Wanyoike
Yes.
for these years, because I have been able to discipline myself. As I said before, it's all about discipline. It's all about determination. It's all about hard training. It's all about working very closely with your coach and with the other team members.
Yeah.
Then you win very easily.
And then you win easily.
Yeah.
And just Henry, as we conclude as well, I think you're going for the Berlin Marathon. Maybe you can share with us what is your goal for that marathon, as well as just a few inspiration words as we close this interview.
Okay, thanks so much for those who have been enabled me to be who I am today. And I really want to appreciate my guide, Peter Jenga, who has been with me for the now 2 years. He has been of great help to me. Without him, I could not have been training very well. I have been training very hard I have been focused for this marathon. I'm happy with the Edda Shoe Company. They have really supported our training in a big way. And I'm so happy that in Bahrain, our our target is between 2.5 and 240. We'll be very happy if we can be able to make it at that time. And so we want to tell my fans and my fellow Kenyans that we are not going to disappoint them.
Yes.
We are going to do our we are going to present this country in the best way.
Yes.
And then what I can tell my at least nowadays we have the recreational runners. They should you can start with even walking. I always tell, obey your system.
Yes.
Learn your own pace. You start somewhere. Even for us, we started somewhere, and here we are. So I would have to encourage them to not lose hope. They should always keep training. Keep training every day. You just create time and you manage your time well. Then in sports it's all about time. Even in sports, in football, it's all about time. In all sports, it's all about time. If we can manage our time well in sports, we can be able to do very well. And I would have to encourage them even to support the local sports here in Kenya. We have a lot of local sports in Kenya, either football, other sports, and which I belong more the Standard Chartered Marathon, which is coming. So the registration is going on online.
I challenged her to register for it.
Yeah,
but
so
she's,
Chef, you need to come and
because I have 2 medals from Standard Chartered.
Standard Chartered.
If Henry has encouraged
Please
me.
do.
Yeah.
Yes,
Please come and run with me.
Yes.
I'll be very happy to see you on the 26th of October.
Yes.
In fact, we have last Sunday we have the second warm-up at Parkland Sports Club. We still have another warm-up, the third warm-up still the same at our Parkland Sports Club.
Yes.
You can do the 6K,
Yes.
you can do the 10K,
Yes, we start
you can
slow.
do 50K,
Pole
and
pole.
you do the 21.
Kabisa.
Come slowly. So I wait to see you on 5th of October
Yes.
at Parkland Sports Club. We have a warm-up 3, then the main one in October 26th.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll be
Okay.
very happy to see many people come and join
Fantastic.
me on that
Thank
day.
you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And we wish you all the best as you go to the Berlin Marathon. Hope when you are done with it, utarudi tena, utuambie
You talk to
how
us.
then ilienda.
Yes.
I will come. I'll be here
Yes.
now to come and with a medal from Berlin.
Yes,
And tell them what I have done
absolutely.
and what I have been able to present. Those who cannot be able to make it to Berlin,
Yes.
I will represent them very. As I always,
Yes.
I
Yes.
have never disappointed them. Even this
Absolutely.
time, no disappointment from Wanyoike.
Yes.
Yes.
I always aim higher.
Yes.
The sky is never the limit.
It's never the
Yeah.
limit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as you leave us, there is a statement that you said that has stuck with me. Henry doesn't easily give up.
Nothing
That
like-
will
Yes.
stick with me
Yeah.
for long.
And I
Yes.
always say that falling down,
Yes.
it's not your choice.
Yes.
By staying there, it's your choice.
Fantastic.
I have fallen many times,
Mhm.
but I never decided to stay there. I've been
Mm.
always waking up, dusting myself, and continue.
And
I
continuing.
think it's always happened to many people.
Mm.
So even if you are down there,
Yes.
remember you can also come up strongly, and
Na
you
uendelee na
and
safari.
you change the story.
Yes.
Yes.
And you have a different story.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much. That has
Asante.
been Henry Wanyoike, a legend. And they say that people should be celebrated when they are still alive. Now he's preparing to go for the Berlin Marathon on the 22nd this month.
This month.
It's happening on the 21st Sunday this month. So please, we wish Henry all the best as he go for the Berlin Marathon. This is Sport FM 105.0 FM, and the show is The Breakpoint.
Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.